Morning traders, Bruce Michael here, Key Level Trader, watching Skyworks Solution here just before lunchtime. Got an order into buy at 2080. Right now sitting just below that. You can see we have a big gap up this morning, great earnings, and it's consolidated very nicely here at the third level for about as long as I want to see it consolidate there. So when they consolidate too long, not necessarily a good thing. Let's see, these are 20-minute candles, so just about a little over an hour now, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. So it's time for this guy to go, and when it hits 2080, hope it does. My stop's going to be 2075. That'll be 5 cents a share on 2,500 shares, which is a little bit over $100 risk. So when this triggers, I'll be right back. Okay, we are in at 2080, and I'm going to go in here and make sure I get the stop in, so I don't have any more than 125 at risk. Well, maybe a little bit more than that when you include commission, maybe a little slippage. Figure 150 here, and that is on a $50,000 position, which isn't really not a lot as far as the risk is concerned. Alright, so we're just sitting at 2080. Really want to see this move away from 2080 pretty fast. If it doesn't go in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to just close this trade out, because it's been, like I said, consolidating long enough, and it needs to get on the move. So when one of those two things happens, I'll be back. Okay guys, we finally moved away from 2080. Not up a huge amount, but enough that I can go in and protect myself a little better than I was. I'm going to go to 2078 here. If we get up to the 200, 225 area, then I'm going to go to break even. But it's too early in the trade to do that right now, so I'm going to just leave it at that. Alright, so we're up 225 now. No reason to take a loss at this point. So I'm going to go to 2081. And if it comes back down, it comes back down, and I don't want to be in it. Tough. I'm going to switch to the other chart here. Tough to get through here. This is the high of the day. Lots of volume early on. Really big spike here. So the folks that were up there with that 2096 high is, they've been living through this downturn, which was considerable. Had a chance to get up there, which is probably why it started to sell off again. 2094 is the high. And since then it's consolidated very nicely. So hopefully we can get up to this 2096, battle out the folks that are looking to get out, and then move on higher from there. Okay, we'll be back with updates. And actually right now I want to quickly move to this is a real daily. I switched to this is usually my weekly, but I was wondering what was stopping this from moving higher, and I couldn't find anything on my daily, so I looked for the regular daily, a real daily, and I still couldn't find anything. So this is clear all the way up to 22 from what I can see. That's the high there, 2198, and as you can see we are a long way from that right now. So market was at the lows when I took this trade, and the reason I did take it was because this stock was very near the high, so it was displaying some pretty good relative strength throughout the day. The market gapped down just a little bit and then went down, not a lot, maybe went down, maybe, actually I don't even think the Dow got negative, but pretty flat. The market's overall pretty flat, but nonetheless this was trading near the high and the rest of the market was trading near the low, so I figured it might be having some good relative strength, and we'll see if that pans out. Real quick, I just want to show you a couple other things here. This is the 5-minute chart of the open on the day on this. Is the 20th here, and you can see that it spiked on that gap up, fell apart, came down, just touched this second level up, rallied off that level, came back up, touched the third level up, bounced back off that, came down, touched the second level up again, tried to go up and break through the third level up again, but I think these folks stopped that from happening. And then since then it's just been kind of hovering along. And I mentioned earlier, you don't want to see these consolidating for more than maybe an hour and maybe a half, because if that goes on for that long period of time, then it suggests that there really is no interest in the stock. So as it turns out, this one has broken out. Trying to get to the high of the day here. This is a 5-minute chart again, as I indicated. We were looking at a 20-minute chart when we started, which is what we are looking at now. And if we can get on through 2096, I don't know that it's going to get all the way up to this line up here. But that's quite a ways away, but I'll manage this trade as it goes. If we do get some real acceleration towards that line, that would be nice, but the way this is moving so far, I'm not really anticipating that, but you never know. Okay, one more thing, just quickly, that this is the SPY chart. Actually, what am I looking at the SPYs for? I don't look at the SPYs. SSO, you can see it just gapped down slightly, and it kind of chopped around all morning in here, and then came down to the low of the day here. And just this is when I was considering taking it, because I was seeing a relative strength in it, and certainly so far that's panned out to be okay. Alright, we're up 400 now. I'm going to go in and move that stop. Certainly don't want to be up 400 and wind up going out even, so right now I'm going to go to 2085, and we're going to take it from there. Be back. Okay, real quick update, guys. It's 12:54, almost 1 o'clock now. Had a nice rally up. We got all the way up to 2111 there, and you can see what happened here. This is a 20-minute chart again. This is not looking healthy at this point. If it stabilizes here, that's okay, but you know, if this comes back down, what's this low here? This is 2095. It comes back down below that low, down to the 2090 area. This is not going to be looking pretty, and I'm going to be out. As a result, I'm going to, look at this, we were up 775 bucks, but I gotta let it run. So I'm gonna go to 2090, lock in 250 at least, and I got my fingers crossed that this is a temporary lunchtime situation. Actually, if you look at the 5-minute chart here, this is the rally up, nice volume on that, and then you can see the down bar, which was, you know, sizable bar down, candle down. Volume was less than half of the bar that rallied it up, so it's kind of falling on almost no volume at all. So not sure what that's about, but only 9 cents, 8 cents away from my stop. We'll see what happens. Okay, another quick update, guys. We're just about to the high of the day, 2110. We need to get through 2111. If we do, I'm going to go move my stop to this low, which happens to be these highs. So if we make it above this candle, which is the 2111, and if it was to come back down there, obviously that would not be a good sign, and I need to be out of the trade at that point. Guys, a little bit more perspective on some of the stuff I'm looking at. This stock is trying to get through its high, and it's having a difficult time doing it. Meanwhile, you could see in the last 15 minutes or so, the overall market has been rallying pretty strong. And I have this little indicator I use called a tick. This has been up between 5 and 1,000 now for the last 15 minutes as well, suggesting that, you know, there's a lot of stocks in the market that are getting bid up and moving up. Skyworks for now is not. Is that a foreteller of it coming back down? I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to sell it, obviously. I'm going to move this stop shortly to 2095. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. I'm not going to wait around anymore. Let's go to 2095 here. And if we get through the high of the day, this 2111 number, I'm probably going to go right to 21 and lock in 500. And then we'll take it from there and see what happens. Alright, we finally got through that 2111 number and burst pretty nicely right through that, so hopefully we're going to continue to move on up here. With that, we're now up 875. I'm going to go here and move this to 21, and I'll ratchet that up as the afternoon progresses here. But for now, we're up 900, 2116 by 2117. And so far looking good. Real quick update, guys. I just got done mentioning the volume, and then you could see what happened here. All of a sudden we got this big spike. People definitely interested now, and hopefully this is going to continue on into the afternoon. You can see what happened with the price also. Now up at 2130 by 2131, 1275. You can see that up here, by the way. Open profit loss 1275, position 2500 shares. Stock is currently up 10.77%. We are looking good. Good volume here, 10 million shares. So I'm going to ratchet that stop up. There's no way I'm going to take less than half what I got here. I'm going to go to at least half. Let's call it 2106. Locking in 650 at this point, and hopefully this guy's going to keep on going up. Okay, quick update. Moved my stop to this is 15-minute candles. I usually use 20 minutes or 30 minutes as I get later into the day. This is the 20-minute now, and this candle ends at 10 minutes to 2, which is in about 2 minutes. So what I did was I put my stop at this low, or just above that low. I went at 2110 now, because if you could picture that candle coming back all the way down to 2110, or even the following candle come to retrace that entire candle, that would not be good, and obviously I would want to be out there. If it does come down to 2110, that'll be a $750 profit, which really in itself would not be too bad. As it is, we're at the high of the day, 2133. Hopefully we're going to push on up. It's only 10 to 2. We have 2 more hours to go. We'll see how far this can go. We are right at the high of the day here. That means we're up 1700 right now. So I'm going to go and lock in at least a grand. We'll make it even 2125. That's 25 cents away from where we are now. We're at just about 2150. That was the high of the day. And I'm not going to do any worse than 1,000 on this trade. Okay guys, we are dangerously close to me stopping out here at 2125, which would be about, I don't tell you what it's about. It's 1125, so figure $1,100 on this trade. I'm going to let this go because I really have an appointment that I have to leave for, and I got to be there by 2:30. It's now 2:15. I was kind of hoping we would get to where I want to go before I'd have to leave, but that's not going to happen. But even so, I mean, 1125 is not a bad trade. Was hoping that this I should have really put the stop at the low of that 20-minute candle, so I bozoed out on that. But we'll see. We got a couple more minutes here, and it's going to see if this gets tripped out or not. Okay, so there you have it. The trade is done. I'm going to wrap this trade up. A little over a grand on this one, not too bad. And I'm going to catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. Hope you had some entertainment at least, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.